Reese, I just sent you the invite.
Yeah, funny. Tell him it's past your bedtime. Tell him it's past your bedtime. Why can I hear myself like later?
Hold on. Damn, bitch, I probably asleep right now, you fat bitch.
Oh, I'm hearing it in the broadcast.
There you go.
So that means they can hear me when you be playing the game with them.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the London Monarchs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. On first down, Giles. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey.
Here's Hilliard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On the run, this is Hilliard. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dontrell Hilliard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That one good for 21 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. First down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st down, Hilliard. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Hilliard looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down. 60 outlaw. Come on. 80 weapon. No. Stun.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Hey, wahoo! Watch the pass.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Locke, dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Block on third down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They snap it to Locke.
Well, it's all about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
Check out. 540. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first down carry by Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down? Here we go on fourth. Locke. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Rock it.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Latavius Murray, the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this is no good as well. He's missed twice now, and that's the difference in this ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Love being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 78 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
57's right. Here we go, D. Go. Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
To throw on 3rd down, Giles. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And Diggs has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Down. 10 Lobo. Check 45, come on. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Haywood. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. It's out. Mike.
On 1st and 10, Giles. He gets this one to Johnson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Now. Hey, Zoo. Yo, Jeff, Zoo.
2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Giles. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Smith. 45. Mike, 45. We own them. We own them. 40. Look at me. Zipper. Just heavy on the edges. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. You ain't doing nothing today. Bravo. You ain't doing nothing today. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Get it.
The final shot before break. Giles flushed out right. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they're going a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Now Locke. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll fake the handoff. Now Locke. Dorsett making the catch. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Giles looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Monday.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And able to find Graham, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Got an open man to Tyler Jarwin. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Luck. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 1st down, Murray. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, orbit. Check, 45 to Mike. All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Giles. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Giles. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of happy happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Hey, seam 6.
Off of play action. Luck. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. This is caught inside the 15. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Elliott. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, here's Luck. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
He's checking.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Go. Yes.
Hey, watch the ball.
Let's go. 5.
Looking to throw. Giles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Hey, Wahoo! 45, Mike, 45.
I got it.
Shoot!
On 4th down, Giles. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right?
Hey, Reed.
I actually hear a tune being warbled.
Make the fat ladies humming.
Yeah, she's
Reed.
doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Hey, that was a bad motherfucker, wasn't it?
Out finished.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1
GP.
more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Where GP at? Hey, that was a bad motherfucking morning. Oh, you gotta go to
the
YouTube.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And it's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bro, don't be starting all depressing and shit, my nigga. You knew you was gonna lose before the game came on, bro.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go?
Ain't up without Jalen Smith and my starting safety, bro. Come on now.
After what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to throw. Giles. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
I thought he had that hoe. Oh, God.
Luck going to throw it. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
What you typed in? Lethal Will or Bmfwill313's?
Because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that
feeling. No, you got to type in You got to type in Bmfwill313's.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
That boy threw one incomplete pass, boy. That's all right, my nigga. You did good. How, bitch? This franchise, you can't set none of that shit up, my nigga. Get off the gas, nigga. Man, eat 5 dicks and die, nigga, on that bitch.